John 10:27. And this is what Jesus said. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. Key words, follow me. Next, Mark 1:17. And Jesus said to them, follow me, and I will make you become fishers of men. This is what he told his disciples. John 12:26. If anyone serves me, he must follow me. And where I am, there will my servant be also. Luke 9:23. Jesus said, if anyone wants to come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily, not one time, but daily, and follow me. See what I'm saying? So Jesus has, not only was he the example, which we can find in the book of Matthew, in the book of Mark, in the book of Luke, and also in the book of John, whichever one you want to pick to look at, right? You can go in one of those books and you will find the account of his life from beginning to end. But the thing about it is, he was the example. He showed us how to handle adversity, how to handle when people are outside of the will of God, right? He showed us how to operate in love, how to heal, right? He was performing miracles. Even if you're doing good for people, people will still despise you and not like you and reject you, which we've seen. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta look at everything, right? At the whole picture of what he went through, right? From beginning to end, and everything lines up, right? It's like there's nothing to uncover. It's kind of like God was like, all right, I'm gonna make sure that these people got the perfect example of everything that they may encounter. Every single issue that we have here and we're facing in society today is a deviation that man has made from God's perfect will, and also from the perfect example in which Jesus showed us. All of it. Now, this thing is, when you are operating, you're following yourself and not Jesus, you don't have the authority. Now, look at this in Acts 19:15, right? You remember when them priests or them men, they were trying to they were trying to cast out that evil spirit, and that evil spirit said, Jesus I know, and Paul I heard of, but who are you? And then in verse 16, that spirit jumped on them. It's got a whooping on them because they didn't have their authority. So the thing about it is, if you are here and you have these large platforms, right? You have these large churches, you got to make sure you are following Jesus, not yourself. Not that you're getting caught up in the accolades and the praises and all the other stuff, and you lose your way, because the enemy's going to capitalize on that. So what you got to do is you got to make sure you're aligned with Jesus. That way there is a anointing on the words that are coming out of your mouth. There is a fire in your message. There is protection. There is healing. There's deliverance. The captives are being set free. But the thing about it is, when you're not following Jesus and you follow yourself, guess what? You are speaking and you ain't got not now piece of authority. And just like them spirits jumped up on the men in Acts 19:15, they doing the same thing, man. So you gotta come up against that, man. Make sure that you are following God. Following God, but following Jesus, man. He showed us the example of how to live, man, and how to love and stuff like that, man. So like I said, look at those books will give you an account of his life, man. So anyhow, fam, peace and blessings.